Nerd Skool is a member of the Queen City Podcast Network, powered by Ortho Carolina. Now offering video visits so you can take control of your orthopedic care from the comfort of your home. Schedule online at orthocarolina.com. Ortho Carolina, you improve.
Hey, fellows. It's the first snap of 11 of the season.
Nerds roll.
Lord have mercy. Okay.
I am a super nerd.
Oh, my glasses are broken.
I am a super nerd.
My pocket is infected.
I am a super nerd.
Excelsior.
Nerd?
The Nerd Skool Podcast.
Starring Andy.
My name is Andy, and I am a super
am a former entertainment journalist.
TBJ.
Hi, this is Tiffany. You may hear me be referred to as TBJ.
TBJ, y'all.
I am what I like to call a surprise nerd.
Artstar.
My name is Artstar.
AKA Darkstar.
He's the nerd Gotham City deserves.
And yours truly, call me Joe.
All right. Well, I'm going to route us back into episode 6 because we didn't get that far into like the really exciting things of episode 6.
Yes. Let's get to 6 now. So that was the end of 5. Jump into 6. And Agnes is the big thing in 6, right?
Yeah, she has her big wake-up moment. She's wearing a witch costume, which plays with nerd expectations that she's Agatha Harkness. But she also doesn't seem to be...
in control.
Yeah, she seems to be worried. Like in this, she's made to look more like, oh, she's just another person caught up in this mess.
Right.
But then she has this weird moment where she starts cackling and is just kind of.
Well, it's great because
she's going crazy.
She's clearly headed out, right? It looks like she is trying to leave because she's on the same route Vision is on, trying to leave, but she's stuck at the end of the road. Like she can't go further, and so
she's frozen.
What
like
it's
those
looking
other
like
people.
The further we go out in town, it looks like there's less control.
Yes.
There's less happening out in the outskirts because she's not concerned about that world, right? Because she's only concerned about like what's happening in her neighborhood. If Wanda is controlling this, that means she's focused her main control on the people surrounding her closely. But I think it's really interesting because I was watching with my son and I was like, so what do you think about this? And he was like, I don't think so. I was like, but she's in a witch costume. You think they did that on accident? I doubt it.
Yes, you're right.
And she does cackle when she laughs. And so I don't know how they play that off, but I still think she's bigger than what we think she is.
I'm going to have to agree with Tiff.
Someone repeat that, Art. Can you repeat that, Artstar, please?
I'm going to have to agree with Tiff.
Thank you.
Well, and she's
Joe,
a big actress.
On a loop?
Like the whole logic is like.
Yes, I'll put that on a loop for you.
Thanks. I just want Joe to put that on a loop so I can play it all the time.
Yeah, I agree with Tiff on this one. Yeah, I'll put that. I'll put it at the beginning of the episode.
That they be our new intro.
Yes, that could be in the new intro. I agree with Tiff.
Work that into the theme song. Yep.
Yeah, but also Agnes is the actress playing her is pretty famous, right? So you're not going to have somebody with that big of a name or who's that famous be nobody.
Or the part she's had so far is a sizable part, so there's got to be some payoff with that.
Oh,
but we don't know what direction it's going to go. Part of me thinks it's a swerve to mess with the nerds to sort of.
True.
Yeah, that could be.
Say, all right, we'll build all this up because nerds are familiar with the source material enough to have a guess who this is, but we're going to go in a complete different direction and maybe introduce. I don't know,
somebody else,
Morgan Le Fay or somebody like that.
Right.
Plot twist.
That could be the case there.
Is there
either way, I'm invested in Agnes. Either way, I'm invested in Agnes and what's up with that.
Yes. What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that?
Well, because again, she's the first person to make Vision question what's going on.
Yeah.
You guys are a mess. She's the first person to make Vision question what's going on. So, and she's the first person who watches Wanda's. She's always there. She's actually trying to escape. She's enough sound mind to like attempt to run away because she is nowhere near town square. She is she looks defeated when she has to turn the car back on and leave. So there is something bigger, like Andy said. There's no way, even if she's not Agatha, there's still something because
that was there's a reason creepy.
She's the one feeding clues.
Yeah, that whole part.
It was hella creepy when he was walking outside.
Oh, and everybody was frozen. Like, that's like a nightmare I feel like I've had, like where people are just not real. And like your whole thing is an illusion. You get out and then you bump into people that aren't moving and are just standing there. It was so creepy. Yeah, I don't know. Andy, was there an example?
Like an I Am Legend moment?
Yeah. Oh, I never saw. Oh, that's the Will Smith one where it's no.
Yeah.
Apocalypse. Mm-hmm. I always wanted to see that. I never saw that. I was gonna say, is there an example of something happening, like you said? It could be Marvel doing this, or it could be Marvel giving you all this and then going in a completely different direction. Like, is there an example of that ever happening, or is that all just speculation? Like they did with so and so.
Give me a minute. I mean, sure. That's.
I would say it's not just Marvel. It's something that TV writers do all the time.
I guess. Yeah, that's a good
TV
point.
Writer
TBJ.
thing.
Yeah, comic book writers do it too.
Yeah, it's just a writer's. It's just a novel. Novels do it too. You spent the whole time thinking this is the bad guy in the novel. Turns out it's not the bad guy at all. So I think it's just a writer's trick.
Like
red herrings is what they call them.
Look at Harry Potter. For the longest time, everyone thought Severus Snape was a really bad guy.
The evilest of evil, and turns out
the dark arts.
He was not. Turns out
you lost me there.
Exactly, Kylo Ren, right there. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Not Kylo Ren. Yeah. There's a big difference between Severus Snape and Kylo Ren. Oh, don't make me bring out a chartboard, okay? Severus just seemed evil, and any evil he did was because Dumbledore asked him to. But in the end of the day, Severus was a good-hearted man who simply loved a girl once. Kylo murdered his father by manipulating him. When he could have just let his father go. Okay? I don't want to hear a comparison between the two. Don't even try it.
Free him.
Nope.
The way it said the Force will free you. So he was freeing his father.
Nope. His father was just fine. His dad was happy to be alive, okay? His dad was happy to be alive, and his mom would have been happy if his dad was alive too. So, no, Kylo Ren does not get a redemption.
Back to WandaVision.
Never. He will never be redeemed. Not even with nope. Just that one act. Benjamin, and then come on. The way he killed his dad. No. Yeah, that's not redeemable to me.
Bam. And he was such a whammy-pamby, like throwing fits. Kylo Ren. All right, Andy, back to 6.
He was a toddler, but no.
He was a toddler, yeah.
I'm trying to think. I know there's been times where they sort of lead nerds in one direction and then go in a different.
You're looking for the red herring.
I can't think of an example right now.
Yeah, that's okay. You don't have
too many of them. That's the thing. It's there are a lot of them.
But it's not like Marvel.
Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
The whole thing with the Mandarin, Ben Kingsley.
Do Iron Man 3?
We haven't done Iron Man 3 yet.
We haven't recorded it yet. All right, but he's giving Joe an example. It happens in Iron Man 3, so stay tuned. Right. So we talk about that when we get to Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm laughing at my rules art. But I think we can go back to episode 6 where we're talking about Vision deciding to go on a mission. And see what the hell is really happening.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
What's outside Westview is the question he asked at the end of 5, and now he's trying to figure it out at 6.
Yes, and so we see
and he lies to her to do it because he knows she doesn't need to know.
Oh my God, I loved it though.
Can we talk about?
Huh? I was just gonna say he gets out, and he almost gets out, and then he's falling apart, and you're panicking. But then when Wanda's like, F this, and moves, maybe this is the end of it. She makes it bigger, and she gets the girl Kat
Dennings
talk about. In there.
Can we talk about though what she turned the sword agents into specifically at the end? Like she didn't just yes. I was like, you better go make a statement with you clowns with your clown moves. Wanda said, listen, try and play me. Try and play me. You all are a bunch of clowns. That's what Wanda did. And I was like, yes, girl. Yes. And this is after, again, her brother crossing the line, or brother in quotes, crossing the line, who was like, who cares if Vision's out there? Your husband already died once. First of all, the kids don't even know their daddy was dead. 1. 2, he's out of pocket for a few reasons. And she finally is like, pushes him away. But listen, Wanda said, what you not going to do is come up in here and disrupt my world. And Vision, she ain't told him yet, but essentially, you can't leave here, sir. You can't leave here and be alive. Like, that don't work. It don't work.
I couldn't wait.
So I honestly, she's gonna have to tell him one.
This has been worth the wait. Like the whole time, I couldn't wait to hear Tiffany. Like Tiffany's voice was in my head this whole time. I was like, I can't wait to see Tiffany's reaction when the clowns and just the girl, the woman power.
I was like, you better. Listen, I don't care if she turns out to be the bad guy, but I was like, you better listen. Don't play with me is essentially what she just said. Don't play with me, you bunch of clowns. That's what she just
was
did.
Morning in 5.
Right, I already told you. She came out. I already told you. Don't you do this? Yep. Oh, okay, you keep doing it. Great. I am interested to see what number 3 was when Kat was going through. She found the first 2 secrets. There was one more she couldn't download, and I want to know what that 3rd secret is.
What were those? What were those secrets? Those secrets were that so and so is tracking. What's his name is tracking Vision. That was secret 1. I forgot what secret 2 was.
Does she say it out loud, or she just says, "Oh, you tricky devil"?
I can't remember either. I
don't think she says it out loud. She just says, "Oh, you tricky devil," and then when they try and come get her, she's like, "I got one more to get through." And then she only comes out because she can hear Vision, and she knows because she knows he's dead, so she knows he doesn't need to come out of there, or he needs some kind of help. And Hayward's people are just letting him fall to pieces.
So she turns into a superhero, do we think, when she gets pulled into the hex? Yeah, Darcy.
Well, we'll find out, because I don't think Darcy was a comics character. She was created for the Thor movie, so they have carte blanche to do whatever they want to do with her.
But
but Monica, like Art was saying earlier,
yes,
she's getting rewritten. She's changing. She's transforming, being in contact with the hex into the superhero she is in comics, I imagine.
Captain
Known
Marvel.
by many names. We discussed that.
Yeah.
Or whatever else. Yeah.
Well, she's Marvel Pulsar, for a moment. Yeah. And then, what is she? Prism? Spectrum.
But they said something about Captain Marvel, right? They alluded to that.
Yeah, they were in 5. They were debating about Wanda's power level, and somebody said, Wanda almost took out Thanos herself if he hadn't rained fire at the end, and then Jimmy Woo was like, I think Captain Marvel stood a shot. She almost did it too, and then Monica's like, we're not talking about her. We're talking about Wanda.
That's right. Yeah.
But they say it again later when Hayward is like, I know your history with Captain Marvel. Like,
yes, that's right. That's what I was talking about.
When he's on his anti-super people rant, he's like, I know you. So we know something went down.
Sokovia and Accord rant.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I remember that only because you guys told me she was Captain Marvel. I wouldn't have known that. So it was like a moment where I was like, I know that. I know why that's important. Which is cool.
But you do see finally that her DNA is changing. She is mutating, for lack of a better word. Her DNA is mutating.
Can she get her own movie?
With any luck.
Yeah. She had her own comics,
I think she's supposed to be in Captain Marvel 2.
I can see that.
Is still casting at the moment.
Yeah, so possible. She has comics. She has storyline. She has room.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She has.
Yeah.
She
can
really
be there.
powerful.
Well, I mean, she's listed on her website.
Not only is she
she's
gaining
listed
powers,
as being in Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's got.
It already says.
She got enough backstory.
Yeah.
She's got
maybe
enough backstory.
Got backstory.
So I think she'll be a good. No, sir.
No, Joe.
No, sir.
Maybe got backstory. You can't say that.
I wonder who her guy is.
No,
what?
You can't, Joe.
What?
Her guy is that she's going to meet.
Oh, who she's waiting to get there.
She says she's got an aerospace engineer that can. That could be Don Cheadle.
I might have missed this part. What happened? She said she was meeting somebody?
I wouldn't be opposed if Don Cheadle shows up. When she's like, I know a guy.
Great. Oh, yes. Right. That's right. Yeah.
And then remember, because
is it Don Cheadle?
Wu left to meet this person at... No, we don't know. We're speculating. You should ask him. He's your close personal friend, Joe.
I'll call him up. Yo, DC.
Just reach out and ask
DC.
him. Is that what you call him?
Cheeds. Yo, Cheeds.
She wouldn't just say, "I know a guy." If it's one of the Avengers, if it's
right,
machine.
I guess that's.
I feel like it'll be, "I know a guy," and then it'll be I'm hoping for a new character of some sort, but I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. She alludes to this person like twice. Like,
yeah,
I feel like we're supposed to
like
know
an aerospace engineer of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be somebody from her comics, right? Does she have her own comic book line?
Maybe.
It's probably,
or maybe she knows Justin Hammer from Iron Man 2.
Oh, screw that guy.
Oh, Justin.
I would love to see him come back, though, because Sam Rockwell is amazing.
He's just hilarious. I guess we'll see in the next episode. I mean, we'll see the verdict on her brother. We'll see how many clowns got sucked in. Because we didn't see, did we see that Hayward wasn't sucked in? It was on his tail, right?
Yeah, they got away though.
It was on his tail, so it doesn't show. It shows it like right on his tail.
Right.
I know there's a poster for the next episode that has Darcy in a power suit.
That's what I do.
Like a mech suit or a superhero?
No, like a power, like a Hillary Clinton power suit kind of.
Oh,
that's suit. Yeah.
Like she's on her bossness.
A power suit. A Hillary Clinton.
We'll never know.
I forgot. I kind of forgot this was a nerd podcast.
Power suit's a different thing.
Power suit means different things to nerds.
Yes.
Right.
I love it that he said a Hillary Clinton
on her
power
CEO
suit.
boss. She's got a boss chick suit on.
I'm
ready to see it. I will sit down.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of sound bites. And I kind of want to, at the beginning, I now want a soundbite of Artstar saying Hillary Clinton power suit.
I approve that message. I approve that message.
All right, so like if she's wearing a power pantsuit, what is she going to be, like the mayor?
Well, I don't necessarily know.
Well, because they could also go. We
but
left in the 80s, right? We could jump to a 90s where Murphy Brown was in the 90s. There was a lot of female
Murphy
power
Brown. Shout
in
out.
the 90s. So if she got sucked in, we could be in the 90s now.
Yeah,
Six was Malcolm in the Middle. I think Six is already 90s. I think we're looking at Modern Family. I think is when, if they're spending to an hour, they could use Modern Family.
That's true.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what Six was. I guess I didn't watch Malcolm in the Middle.
Where they're going, and Modern Family was an hour-long show, right?
Yeah, it was. Or any. Listen, there was a number of like courtroom or detective TV shows.
Or Breaking Bad.
But they're not pleasant family sitcoms.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We got room. We got room to.
Yeah, there's plenty of room, but I think, the Malcolm in the Middle sort of style theme song of Six was like 90s. So I think now we're in
I didn't even
aughts.
catch what I was like. I don't even know what we're watching. But let's be honest, Malcolm in the Middle was not my jam. So
yeah,
I may have seen like 2 or 3 episodes.
So are we caught up with Six? Are we pretty much talked about everything we want to talk about?
I like that both Jimmy Woo and Monica were on the same page with, all right, we're going to be let off the base. We're going to punch these guys and get the hell out of here without under arrest or anything.
That was fun and cool.
That's like the first kind of Jimmy Woo man of action moment that I think we've gotten. He's mostly been comedy relief.
Yeah.
And I've seen some nerds going like, I'm kind of hoping Jimmy Woo was a little more than like a joke character, and he is. But I mean,
even when he was talking to Haywood, like when he was mentioning about the when how they was painting the picture of Wanda, and he was just sitting there like saying like what, an oversimplification or something.
Yeah,
like, I felt like he was kind of serious then.
Yeah, He's always asking the right questions. I had a friend who was complaining that he seemed kind of a buffoonish sort of character and made fun of a lot. And I'm like, no, he's asking the right questions. He's pissing off the right people. And, I mean, because in Ant-Man and the Wasp, he was kind of made a fool of a lot.
Well, you think about the movie. Ant-Man, the movies are kind of like, they have that, they have comedy in it. So so it's one of those things where like you expect him to be like that.
But in this, he's showing he's Jimmy Woo more into the character from comics, where he's kind of a badass.
He can kick butt too.
Are you, Andy? Are you still thinking there's a possibility of him turning into the Atlas brothers or whatever they're called? The
Agents of Atlas. I would love that, and they would probably not call it that. They'd probably give it some other name. But there's always a chance that he could wind up making friends with a Gorilla Man and M11, the human robot, and a weird guy from Uranus.
It's 2021.
But you're not anticipating it.
No, because I think he's supposed to be in the Shang-Chi movie, which is... and I don't know exactly... Then again... the Atlas Foundation was, I believe, a China-based organization that he eventually takes control of.
Really?
So
could the Shang-Chi movie have all those guys in it?
They could. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about the Shang-Chi movie other than who's in it, and it's supposed to pick up on the threads of the Mandarin from the Iron Man movies and sort of roll with that. But we don't know a lot about that. So,
okay.
If Jimmy Woo is in it, I would love to see him. Like maybe the Mandarin is running the Atlas Foundation,
right?
And then somehow Jimmy Woo takes over to try to steer it in a different direction, as opposed to weapons.
I know nothing has been done yet.
Terrorism. Yeah, we don't know.
I was looking up to see if
I would love
casting anything coming up. Nothing coming up.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Artstar,
do you have any Easter chickens?
I do not have any Easter chickens today. I do not have any Easter chicken. It wasn't even an Easter chicken. My only thing was, like I say, that mirror kept bothering me where I literally had to go back 10 times trying to, pause it just right. So I'm like, oh, wait. But
I feel like maybe the mirror itself is just sort of implying, a mirror image. The X-Men is the mirror world of MCU or something like that.
Right.
You guys,
that makes sense.
It's not so much the reflection, just the fact that there's a mirror there.
Do you have any?
That makes sense. That makes a lot of
predictions. Do you guys have predictions as to what's going to happen, or guesses, or hopes, or dreams? I mean, we know TBJ's
the main villain is going to turn out to be Howard the Duck, and his main goal is to rewrite the 1980s movie that starred him.
I believe that we're going to cross over into the He-Man universe, and Adam is going to bring Cringer along for the ride.
Hey! Can you? Any of you got? Did we already? We might already talk about this. Did anybody? Can anybody name the one African American or a black skinned character on He-Man? I'm not talking about like animals and monsters.
Random trivia?
Have black. Yes.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think he ever got a figure, did he?
This guy had a figure.
He does have a figure, right?
There's a figure.
Oh, man.
I did not watch He-Man, so I'm not the one to ask.
I forgot.
Well, and he was not in the cartoon, but he had a figure. I forgot. I'd never heard of this before. I just started looking because I started realizing they never had a black guy. And I was like, why didn't they? They never had a black guy. And so I looked it up, and his name is Clamp Champ. Clamp Champ.
His name was what?
Clamp Champ, right.
Clamp Champ.
Yeah.
He's like Jiu-Jitsu and Fisto, but he's just got these clamps on his hands. And he was in the comic book, but not the... He wasn't introduced until after the show was canceled. So He-Man is canceled. No black people. Can't watch it.
Actually, I think when they tried to reboot He-Man at one point, I think they turned... remember Zodak?
Yeah.
I think they rebooted him as a black man. I'm not sure.
Oh, they did later.
I feel like, in She-Ra, I feel like Hordak was black.
Oh, maybe in She-Ra. That's right. I didn't ever watch She-Ra.
But I mean, there are a lot of cartoons like that, like the Flintstones.
I mean, think about
there
when
weren't
they
any
were
black
done.
people on the Flintstones. But
when
on the
was it released?
Yeah, 83,
right.
85.
On the Flintstone kids, you had little black kids.
Yeah.
Did they?
None of it.
You watched the Flintstone kids, Art?
Yeah, I did. I love the Flintstone kids.
What's the
I used to always be like,
kids?
what happened to the black people in the Flintstones?
There's a whole TV show that everyone loves called The Friends, and there aren't black characters. Excuse me, Ross dates like 2 black women over the span of that damn show. Outside of that, they're in New York City,
Aisha
and
Tyler,
you don't see no
who
black
is a
folks.
super nerd.
Oh yeah, they're in New York City.
This lack of diversity on TV is still an issue.
Yep.
All these all these shows that people are like classics. No.
Yeah.
I happen to have a friend from my time in California who actually was one of the voices on the Flintstone Kids.
Oh,
so if you have any questions about the Flintstone Kids, I could pass them along. And maybe
I didn't know there was a show called the Flintstone
Kids. We can take that
we
off.
need to have a guest.
Well, if nobody's got anything else on this, oh yeah, we should have a guest. No, a guest wouldn't get a word in. We can't, like nobody. We hear y'all yelling to get. Of course, there's a delay.
No.
Listen. I feel like if it's some sort of nerdy kind of guest, I feel like we would all just be like. Just taking it in, just like letting
let them talk.
We would have to have like,
and then we probably have a lot of questions, but then we're like,
yes, and like not keep our tangents very minimal. We can do it. It just may be a while. Maybe like on an anniversary, we'll do like a
like a special episode or live. Well, we're coming up on 2 hours, and we
like a Nerdapalooza.
We didn't even talk about Captain America at all. So we just did our WandaVision
I wasn't planning on it. I thought that's what we were doing.
We'll get to Cap.
Yeah, we are doing WandaVision.
But I think WandaVision takes precedent to be.
Can I just plug for all of our listeners? If you're listening to this episode, please know that we have joined the World Wide Web and the Instagram. Yes, I said the Instagram. You can find us at Nerd Skool Pod. School with a K. Thank you.
Yes. Nice.
I think we're on Twitter too, but Andy doesn't know how to run it.
Webs.
Yeah. I got to get back up to speed on that.
We're on the Twitter. We're on the Tweetsies. We're on the Twitter. We're on the. We don't have a
Instagram.
We're on the Instagram.
No, I think we're okay where we are. Facebook is dying. We're good.
Yeah, we don't need a Facebook, right? Yeah, so. Yeah. Check us out on Instagram. That's the place to be. And Tiffany's running it, so we have somebody who knows how to do it. So it's great.
Reminds me of the next time we meet. We will have a tutorial for you guys.
Yes. But we will be back. Thank you for listening, everybody. Please, we got another. Oh, you know what? We got another review I was going to read.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, yay.
Is it someone else that tells you that you're the worst part of the show, Joe?
No.
Ooh.
Maybe. I can't remember what they said.
More of that.
I got to get... Let me try to... I'm laying down on my couch. So you couldn't see. Okay. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick and read it to you guys. Oh.
All right. You can edit this part out.
Yeah, I'll just edit all this. Okay, what's it called? Nerd Skool? Is that our podcast? Okay. Nerd Skool on Apple Podcasts.
Joe sucks.
Okay. Oh, that is. Oh, wait, we got 2 more reviews. We got 3 total. We have 4 ratings. We have 4 ratings total. Our average is 5.5 out of 5 because everyone's giving us 5. So I read Eyes Explodings, and I don't know who this is. It might be somebody. I'm sure it's somebody we know. It's probably one of Andy's friends or maybe one of my friends. But we got 5 stars from William Regal.
Maybe we're just that dope.
No, wait till I read the name, Andy. You'll probably know who this is. And once we read the content, I know it's somebody we must know. It's a 5-star review by William Regal Bixby IV on February 8th. So he's mixing wrestling and Bill Bixby, and it says fascinating. And the review says, "Hey man, is that Nerd Skool? Yeah, well turn it up, man. Whether I'm scrambling some eggs." Engaging in coitus or taking a deuce, I learned something new and informative. That's a review.
Wow.
So it's got to be some idiot friend of mine. Yeah, somebody's. And then the other one is from Grover Steamer, and that's actually me. But I can review my own podcast, so I wrote Excelsior. I love it when they say Excelsior. I hope TBJ says it someday. Seriously though, if you like superheroes and comic books or Star Wars or anything
Did you
nerdy,
write that in the review?
I did. If you like anything nerdy, you can't help but enjoy this podcast. Did you know there was a He-Man character named Clamp Champ? I actually wrote it in the review. I don't remember writing that, but I wrote it. So
I like that you were surprised to see the review
by your own
and
review.
Remember that you wrote it yourself.
And
you also brought up Clamp Champ.
I forgot
just after we brought him up on the show.
I forgot I wrote that.
Like,
I wrote that.
I did.
What's that? What happened? I wrote that a couple days ago. It takes like 3 days or 4 days when you write one for it to show up. So I wrote that a while ago.
TBJ will not be saying Excelsior, so
you just did say it.
Rest your little head.
Boom.
And I can edit it.
Not quite the way
why
they
won't
want.
you say Excelsior?
I just decided I am not. The end. Because I'm a boss bitch. I can do what I want.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I like it. She even used a bad word. I like that. That's vulgar.
This is the one time you guys will catch it on these series.
I know. This time, TBJ makes the episode rated E or whatever.
Explicit.
Explicit. That's right. Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you guys for listening. Please come back to more. We're doing all kinds of things. You're going to hear We're going to finish Iron Man 2. We're going to jump into Thor. We're going to do some Captain America. We got it all coming to you because nerds love talking nerd stuff.
Yeah, we do.
Yep. Thank you, nerds.
True.
Nerds rule.
Nerds rule.
Nope.
Nerds rule. Okay.
Excelsior.
Oh, my glasses are broken. My pocket is protected.
Okay.
About the president no more, but evidently they don't see we in the streets still poor. Still more incarceration of my kinsmen by the prisons, and people thinking this election to end racism. Proud over pessimism, glad to see Obama, but don't expect me not to speak out when I still see problems.
The Nerd Skool Podcast.
Nerd Skool is a member of the Queen City Podcast Network, powered by Ortho Carolina. Now offering video visits so you can take control of your orthopedic care from the comfort of your home. Schedule online at orthocarolina.com. Ortho Carolina, you improved.